Yo, welcome back to another video here. We are here at Las Vegas this week for the NRRA race 3 of 10 for their regular season. Something I will be doing now is I'll show the points for the current season with the races that have happened so far. So here they are now. Obviously, I wasn't here at Richmond, so points are in for that. But now here at Vegas today, you've got only one driver locked in so far out of 2 races because of a part-time driver winning. Dega is looking to keep his strong season going so far, but, you know, me and Rover are also good here, so who knows what will happen here. First time running Vegas on this game, probably more chaos will occur. So, like the video, sub to me if you want, and let's get into it. So for this race, you have me and Dega starting in the front row for TNR, and then you have the 19 of Ray. Now, it's no longer Manan. They dropped him. It is now Ray, who is in their D3 and now D2 program. He is now in the 19, replacing Banan. Little Dave is finally making an appearance as well. You also see that 36 car. That's another thing I didn't mention. Smile is in that 36 Valvoline car, and he is now full-time. Us at ECR, me and Rover, we were able to find an extra charter available and took it for grabs. So now the 36 is now racing full-time. We have 3 ECR full-time drivers. As we are 4 wide now, we make contact down the front stretch. 3 wide behind us. Smile goes there. We're 5, basically 6 wide too. Oda spins, Ray spins. They both go up and over. Iron comes up the track on us. Caution is called after 2 cars flip right away. Smile is in third now, looking to the middle to make it 3 wide on Dave and Iron. Me and Rover just kind of sitting back watching what'll happen. Little Dave out front right now. He looks to be making his way to the lead, and then Smile gets taken down and it takes out Iron as well. Little Dave does win the race back. Smile goes P2. Iron somehow in P3. Don't know how that's possible. But now this restart, only 3 laps in now. Smile gets a good start. I follow suit behind him. He's looking to continue his very good streak of racing here. In the lower divisions that he's been a part of, he's done very well in. D1, he filled in for me last week at Richmond. He got me a 2nd place. 2 2nd place finishes for my car in a row. Is now I get to the inside of little Dave. Smile still out in the lead. And I'm going to push him. I'm going to help. And then it doesn't work. But no, this race, I want to try and help people rather than win. Because I have 2 2nd place finishes. I have the most points out of everyone that doesn't have a win so far. So right here, I'm just pushing Smile as much as I can, but then I get off his bumper, go to the high side. Now little Dave is there. He is at the time still a part of ECR during this race, but he's no longer a part as he missed the D2 race, which I will post something about that D2 race because it was an instant classic. I'm not going to spoil much, but oh my gosh, it's my new favorite finish. Is now I go 3 wide, make contact with little Dave down the back stretch. It's just been us 3 so far. As I say that, though, Oda in the 20 car pops into frame, and now I am going to clear high if I wanted to. I get clear of both Dave and Smile, and I go to the lead now. Is now they go 3 wide behind me. Oda gets loose. I think it's off the front bumper of Ray, and he goes around off of Ray. Somehow does a 360 and saves it. As we continue, Smile gets to the inside just barely, so I kind of let him have it, but then I get a push somehow. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. So I just kind of drive my own line. Smile follows suit behind me. Is now he goes to the inside, and I just kind of give it to him. Because I don't really feel like I need the win. But I mean, if I'm going to get a win, sure, that's fine. Get locked in the playoffs sooner than later. But now Smile goes to the inside, and I just let him have it. Ray, the 19, pushing me. That is a part-time car. But now he forces it 3 wide, gets past me, goes on the wall, so Smile is going to keep the lead or not. He's going to get turned by the 19, go way up and over. And the 19 will now go to the lead as a part-time driver. 2 races now in a row that a part-time driver looks somewhat strong in a race. Richmond Red Font actually won the race as a part-time driver. I really don't agree with it because he was being very dirty of a driver, but never mind that. We go 4 wide here going into the corner. Iron cleans out the Doge crew. Is now Dega. You haven't seen him since really the start of the race. He gets the lead. Me, Oda, and Rover get collected in a little bit of a scuffle, and they both go around trying to come back up the track, and the caution comes out. Me and Dega by ourselves pretty much at this point. Ray is lurking in the background, but it's just a race between me and Dega at this point. Someone's on the backstretch, not sure who that is. It is Smile. I don't know what he was doing on the backstretch, just kind of driving around whatever he wanted to do. Ray gets my back bumper, gives me enough of a push to get to the inside of Dega, and I'm going to get to the line just before him, and I'm going to take first on the race back. Is now Ray will be behind me, and little Dave will be behind Dega. Oda behind Ray, doing a lot of jump starts during this race. Has been going on 1 instead of 0 a lot of this race. Only driver really doing it so far. Is now Dega gets a not so great start. He falls all the way back to 4th, maybe even 5th. I can't really tell right now. Oh yeah, he's in 5th, fighting for 6th right now. Is now Ray looking to try and get past me somehow. Dave goes to the inside. He actually makes it 3 wide eventually. I riff the high side, get around. I do get in the wall a little bit. It helped me more than it hurt me. But Ray making it 3 wide once again. Smile and Oda have caught. Now even Dega. We're 4 wide into the corner. Oda backs out. And now Smile is going to push Ray on that inside line to get to the lead as Oda spins off of the wall. Smile, as that happens, spins off of me, goes up in the air again. Very similar to what happened just a couple laps ago. Is now I go to the inside of Ray, and I'm going to win the race back to the line. He does try and make a move on the inside at the very end, but it doesn't work. So now on this restart, Oda jumps the start again. Ray is a driver that's been with O-Doge, which Oda pretty much owns, and you can tell he wants Ray to get to victory lane in some shape, way, or form. Is now I stay out in the lead, though. I've been very good here. As now Ray spins little Dave, and somehow they're gaining speed as Dave is sideways. He finally goes around and goes into the air a little bit. Is now Smile makes a move to the inside. I give Ray a push because he cleared up. Now Ray pushing Smile down the track. I look to the inside here, doesn't work, so I just resort to pushing Smile. I back off his bumper to let him run his line and not try and get past. So now Ray stuck on that outside line. I'm just going to push Smile. I don't want to try and get past him. I brake a little early for my standards. Let Smile run his line, but I do get to the inside a little bit, but he gets a better run out of the corner. He stays out in front. Now he goes low. I get stuck on the outside as little Dave gets there. He gets a little loose off his back bumper and gets on the apron. I'm able to get past the Doge crew for a minute, but then little Dave is able to get to the inside. I do get the draft off of Smile before any of them, so I do get in front. I stay on the outside. I give Smile a push into the corner on accident. So now Dave and Ray are now to the inside. I just kind of fall back. Little Dave kind of comes up the track and hits me a little bit. Not very intentional, but it happened. Is now the Doge crew. They keep fighting as Smile stays out in front. Dega's now to the inside through turns 1 and 2. I get a run out of the corner. I'm pushing the heck out of Ray right now. He goes to the inside off of my push. Smile still looking to stay out front, but it's not going to work. Ray is going to get to the inside, and he will eventually take the lead. As now Dave comes up the track, almost wrecks as he hits me. Ray, clear of Smile right now, the part-time driver of the 19, first race for him in D1. I make a move on little Dave, get past him, clear up, and now I'm going to push Smile, my newest driver on the ECR team, to go full time. I'm now to the inside. I brake early to allow Smile to get to the low side, but then somehow Ray gets a amazing push from little Dave and gets out front of Smile crazy fast. Now Rover, you haven't seen him a lot in this race. He's been in the back, kind of just chilling. I don't know what you want to say. He hasn't been able to find the front yet. Ray's able to block Smile, blocks me. So now Dave gets the inside, but it's not going to work for very long because of draft. It's now Smile makes aggressive move, and Ray makes an even more aggressive block. I get to the lead because of their mistakes, and little Dave follows suit. Ray and Smile, they're still behind. You can feel the tension starting to rise between those two, even though it's the first time really racing each other in D1. Now Oda and Iron are catching up. You haven't seen them for a good minute or so. They're 3 wide almost for the lead. I'm getting out front, and then I body slam my driver in the 36, Smile. I don't know what I was doing. Smile actually comes up the track and hits Rover. I thought it was going to spin him out. But meanwhile, I go to the lead. Dave goes all the way from the high side to the low side and gets to the inside. Smile now waiting. He sees me, decides not to help, wants to go to the inside for the lead, and does so. Dega is following him. I'm going to try and get to the middle of them, but it doesn't work. But now I go and push Dega, who's pushing Smile. Now you see Rover getting behind us, hoping he will give us a push. He does, but then he goes around, gets loose off my back bumper, and Iron helps him go around as we go 4 wide now out of the corner. 3 wide now. And Dega going to get a push. Oda into the wall tight. Comes and collects me a little bit. Is now Smile still controlling this race. Has looked very good so far for his first D1 race. As now they get tight out of the corner. Dave has to go down to the apron after getting hit down there. I'm going to push Dega since he is my teammate. And obviously his last season trying to make something work. As now if you pay attention to the front, Ray has now made a move for the lead. As that happens, I made a move on Dega and Oda. I get to the inside. Now I'm looking to the inside of Dave, and it is going to work for a sec, but he's able to block it off as he now looks for a shot at the lead. Dega gives me a shot into the middle of the corner. I get to the inside of Ray. I'm looking to get some sort of draft off of Dave. It's not going to work. Smile goes 3 wide through the middle, making something happen, trying to get extra spots, and he does. He gets to the inside as I get to his inside, and now we spin and wreck. Smile hits the inlet. I save it somehow, but Dave, not so fortunate, goes in the air and hits a light pole. I come back on track right in front of Oda, somehow saving that wreck. I was basically sideways, almost backwards. Somehow saved that car. As now Ray stays out front. I am pushing Oda as much as I can. I go to his inside, seeing if I can somehow make a move for the lead into the corner, but it doesn't work. Oda goes up into the wall. We touch bumpers side by side through the line. Ray gets it, and then I am in second. I will have Dega behind me. Oda will be pushing his favorite driver so far. As Dega does not get a good start, not able to push me, and Ray is going to get out to a very sharp lead to start this race. Restart, sorry, is now Iron up here a little bit. You haven't seen him much since the beginning of the race. Oda clears up the track, continues spinning, and I say, F it, I'm just going to continue wrecking him because he's not saving it. He eventually does after basically flipping. Is now Iron makes it 4 wide between us in second. Ray hits something on the wall, spins out. He's going to collect Oda, and he's going to hit Rover. Iron's somehow going to spin out. It's the big one, you could call it, at Vegas. Somehow we have half the field wrecked. Oda, you saw, got into the catch fence, somehow did not catch fire. Very lucky for him, because he would have had to go to a backup car now in this race. But now, Smile, I give him a good enough push through the corner. He's going to get up into the lead. As now me and Dave fight for the second spot all the way to the line, and he gets it. But I'm fine with that, because now I get to be on the inside pushing Smile, my good teammate, I'll call it. One of my greater drivers, I would say. Probably the newest D1 prospect that has looked good so far. Is now he looks and pushes Dave up the track a little bit. He's going to get to the lead. I follow suit. And I'm just going to push him because I don't want to somehow wreck us. So now I lay off his bumper, but then I look to the inside a little bit. Doesn't work. Smile stays in the lead, which I am totally fine with. If he can somehow get a win, that gets one ECR driver in already as a new team. It'd be great as now Ray goes around off my back bumper, and no caution will be called. We will stay green. Is now Oda wall rides turns 1 and 2 for some reason. Dave has gotten to the inside of Smile. They're fighting really hard, banging doors. I go up to the high side to try and help Smile. It does work enough to say side by side, but he does slam the wall, gets very loose. I do decide to try and go up with him, but I just go up the hill and can't really help him. Dave now comfortably in the lead. A Smile makes a huge lunge to the lead. Iron and Rover trying to make something work, doesn't. Now I hit Oda. Little Dave to the inside of Smile, and I already know what my eyes are set on. I'm going to push Smile. Dega getting a push from Rover. Ray joins the track again, but Smile, he's not going to be able to get it as he gets loose off the wall, comes down, hits Oda. They both somehow save it. As now I'm going to keep pushing Smile. I get put into the wall. I somehow get air. As now Oda gets pushed down the track from Smile. He's not able to catch the car enough. Smile goes to the inside of Little Dave. I get caught on the outside. Little Dave comes up on me. They all wreck. Little Dave is around and into a light, I'm pretty sure. Still no caution because it's just one car. So now me and Smile out front. I'm just going to stick on this outside line. If Smile gets ahead of me, then whatever. If I get ahead of him, it's completely fine. It doesn't really matter at this point. So now, me and Smile just kind of sitting side by side, creating a roadblock pretty much. Dega now is here. He will help Smile as well if he really wants, but then I get tagged out of the 19 a little bit. I brake to stay behind. Now I have to choose, do I want to push Smile or Dega? I decide to push Smile as he is my driver. Dega is just a team owner, and he already has a win, so I don't need to help him as much as I need to help Smile, as he is below that cut line right now. I go to the inside to make it 3 wide with all teammates of me, but Dega shoved me down. I'm 2 wide. Now I try and make it 3 wide, but don't get there. I'm now forced to push Dega. I look 3 wide for some reason, but then smart go behind Dega. Iron is here now. Look to the inside. I close him off. Dega is now to the lead in Vegas. He won in D3 last season during the playoffs. Helped his campaign to possibly go on for a championship, but didn't do it. Is now they go 4 wide for second as I clear out front into the lead. I'm going to let them beat and bang behind. Smile gets loose. They're all touching doors down the backstretch. Iron's going to make it 4 again. They still 4 wide. I don't even know at this point. Ray finally clears Iron to make it not so rough back there. Is now he gets to second place comfortably. He is clear of the people behind. So now his eyes are set on trying to get past me. Is now you see Smile behind. He's looking to get to Ray. Try and get past him as he is a part-time driver. He doesn't think he should be up here. But now Ray looking for a move, trying to get to the inside. We're on this inside line. He's able to push me up. I broke really hard to try and keep him from doing it, but there is no avoiding it. I get into the wall, though. I get loose, somehow save it off of Ray is now, Smile gets to the inside. They touch. Is now we're still 3 wide in the corner. Ray goes up the track, hits me. We almost wreck, but luckily we're both skillful enough to not overcorrect. Is now Ray to the inside. I turn Dave, as I didn't really pay attention. He saves it on the wall. So now they're 3 wide for second. Smile looking to try and get to the lead, as Iron's actually to his inside right now. Oda wall rides another corner. Is now Smile looking to make a move on Ray. What will he do? It's now me, Oda. We're all 4 wide. Iron goes around. He's going to come back up track, hit me and Dega. Oda and little Dave went around at some point. I'm pretty sure little Dave hit the leaders and spun himself out, collected Oda. Now Smile makes a move on Ray, clears up, it looks like, up in the lead. He is going to get to the line first. Rover is now in the lead, but now I turn Dega to the line, and I'm going to be in P5. But I am behind the 2 ECR drivers that showed up to this race, which I am glad about. On lap 35 now. I'm trying to help Rover as much as he can, even though he probably is in the playoffs. I think he is technically in the playoffs on points right now. You never know how many people are going to get wins this season. There were 6 or so last season. I think maybe 7 actually. So you never know. As now Ray lags or something, absolutely kills Smile. Still don't know to this day what happened. Now I make a move on Rover, get to the lead. Really not sure what happened there. Is now I get to the inside of Rover. I'm going to get to the lead. Is now little Dave goes up the track, hits his teammate in the 20. Me and Rover just kind of trying to drive away right now. As we go into turn 3, he's behind me. I go up the track a little bit, but, still keep the lead. Nothing really happens on this lap other than me losing some spots. As now Dega and little Dave are back up here, and they take the lead from me. I stay on this outside. I kind of let Dega through. I gave him a bit of a battle, but he got to the inside right away. I see he's going to the inside. Rover stays with me. I go and help Dega, and it works out enough. Dega to the inside of Dave right now. I make it 3 wide, though, to try and get to the lead, and I will get to the lead. Rover looks like he's going to go help me, but it doesn't work. I put Dega up into Dave. Is now they go 5 wide for a moment. Ray goes around off of, I don't even know who at that point. They were 5 wide. I can't count. He does save it at the back of the field, but not really sure still what happened during that. So now I stay out in the lead. You saw Dega and Smile behind me, but it's going to take him a lap or 2 to catch up. So we are going to skip ahead to the next lap when they do catch up, as Dega is the only one that did. He actually gets air off of the track somehow. Pops up into the air, don't know why. He gets to the inside, though. I'm kind of letting him through, but I'm giving him a fight because I want to get a win here instead of him, because he already has that win. He's already locked in. He doesn't need it. Smile now pushing me instead of Dega for some reason. Ray comes and cleans him out. That one was intentional for sure. Don't know what happened there. He came right up to Smile and turned him in the corner. Is now another part-time driver causing chaos. He looks the inside. He is going to get to the lead over Dega. I cross him over. I get to the inside. We're 3 wide now going into the corner. Smile looks like he had saved it. He is fighting to come back right to the left rear of Ray. You could tell he's not lifting off that gas. He wants to wreck the 19 right now. He is not happy with him. Is now he's going to just stick behind him for the moment, but looks the inside because he's getting drafted from me. Still trying to turn the 19. As there, he turns right on him, trying to wreck him. Doesn't work. He just more so doors him. The 19 not happy with Smile now. is now he turns right into the corner. Little Dave is now caught up. Smile crosses over, trying to make a move. Doesn't happen, but now the 19 gets into the wall. The 36 looking to make it 3 wide. He does. He gets to the left rear, and they collide. The 19 goes around. The 36 stays straight. Is now Little Dave makes a correction, got tight, puts Smile into the wall. The 19 way in the back, as you saw. Dega is now to my inside. I'm going to try and keep going. Little Dave is around for some reason. He's now facing backwards around the track. Not really sure what happened there. Probably got spun by Iron, but I can't really tell because it wasn't in my frame. We're bouncing on the track for some reason. I don't know why. Just too many bumps here in Vegas. Now I'm ripping the high side, trying to do something. Smile getting drafted, now pushing the 41. I am getting trained on this outside. But luckily Iron tries to make a move. He does break it up a little bit, but it's just going to continue. I get into the wall. Luckily I am able to slide in to the line, but I push Smile out doing so. So now I'm behind Dega. I'm just going to let him run until I keep getting pushed by Iron. He gets a little tight, gets into Smile. Now I'm going to give the draft to Dega instead of Iron. We keep going. He's going to push. I'm trying to get him clear of Iron, but it's not going to work. Now Iron going to get to the inside with Smile behind him. 2 by 2 right now. Smile looks for a chance, doesn't get it. Now I'm going to look to block, but it's too late. I decide not to because he is there to the inside. Now I'm going to get a push from Smile, and I'm going to go to the inside. He's going to keep pushing me, and he is going to clear Iron, actually, and he's going to get set up right into second. As you see, that bright green car, that 19, he is caught back up to the field with the crazy amount of draft on this game. Now Smile looking to go to the inside. I'm kind of just giving it to him right now. So I let him go through. I stay on this outside. I do side draft him a good amount because I want to stay side by side. I want to create a blockade against Iron. And now that 19, as Iron gets tight up the track, gets into me, is now me and Smile are able to run away a little bit down this backstretch, get a little breathing room. I don't push him as I go to the outside. I'm just going to side draft him a little bit. I stay on the high side. Iron to the inside of Dega. We're now 3 wide through the corner. I do clear Dega here. I'm trying to get a push from in to clear Iron, in which I do so. Now I'm going to get to the back bumper of the 36, but I need to block the 24. I do neither, and now Iron is pushing me off track. Smile does stay in the lead, though. Is now the 19 has caught up. He's now in the 4th. He's looking to go to the inside. Following Iron is now Iron goes to the inside. The 19 following behind him. Dega now to the inside of the 19. Has to back out as he would have gotten wrecked if he stayed there. I'm not going to push Smile. The 19 comes up track and tries wrecking him. The Smile doesn't want that to happen. And the 19 goes around after trying to turn right and wreck Smile. Is now I clear up and get past the 24. I'm hoping for a push from the 41 as soon as possible. It happens and I'm able to get down the track, block the inside because I know where Iron's going to go, but I don't go low enough. And he gets there. As now Iron takes the lead. Now on 15 laps to go. As we are now on lap 51 here in Vegas. Very long races this season, as you could tell by the length of this video. Iron out front. The 20 and the 19 merging. I guess the 20 got hit as well during that wreck. Iron still out in front. I go to the outside. I get in front for a moment. I'm trying to get a run out of the corner. It's going to work enough where I can side draft the 24, but Smile goes to the inside. Luckily, he gets a push from the 41. He's going to get very committed to the inside of Iron, and he is going to go and try and take this lead. He's tight through the corner. He can't really control the car. He's side by side with Iron right now. Still side by side down the backstretch. Everyone is pretty much here at this point. The only one not in frame is Oda somehow. We are all racing hard at this point in the race. Now, 4 wide for second, Iron losing speed through it. I'm going to go and push Dega because he's the only teammate I see in this pack right now. He is going to get behind the 18. He's going to look and try and make a move on him, and he's going to get there. 2 wide right there, side by side. I don't know why I said 2 wide. Is now Smile gets tagged by the 18. He's going to get loose. Now, I make it 4 wide for a sec. Doesn't work. We're already back to basically single file. Now the 19. He's going to go to the inside. He's going to push. Now, 3 wide behind me. I'm to the lead somehow. Is now Ray looks to make a move. The 18 goes out the track a little bit off of Smile's bumper. I will barely not hit the wall. Is now Smile and Rover go around. Little Dave up and over. The caution will fly. I am now racing back against this 19. I'm trying to get into first so that I can have Dega pushing me. I weave, get really tight in his draft, get way up into the wall. The 19 is going to win the race back to the line. So now, somehow, Oda starts in third here, but doesn't jump the start too bad. Is now me and Ray side by side. This was very similar to last week at Richmond, a part-time driver side by side with the 14 for a lot of the race. Iron to the inside right now. He's looking to try and get a win with his new team at KJS. Smile finds me. He's going to try and push if he can. He's going to try and get there, but no, he's going to make it 3 wide instead. It is now Little Dave and Dega are trying to look for some move to make down this front stretch. We go 4 wide for a moment, back down to 3. Dega trying to make it 4. We are all packed up within 3 car lengths or so, every single car. Iron gets out front, Ray pushing him. But while that happens, Smile goes to the inside, clears himself into the wall off of Iron. We're 4 wide again for a moment. I somehow get out of that as Oda backs out. I clear myself on Dega, go down the track, and put all 3 of us, me, Dega, and Rover, to the back of the pack. Is now Oda scrapping with his new teammate. We go 4 wide. I kind of push them all up the track. Very aggressive move for me. Dave hasn't shown up to a race yet this season. Now leading is now Smile. Goes to the inside. Dave with the late block, but it's too late for him to keep Smile behind. He gets the lead. But now, Little Dave gonna get put 3 wide as I go to the middle. They're all beating and banging behind me. Dega goes sideways. He's still trying to save it. He does eventually save it. We're 4 wide now. And Rover trying to make a move on Oda. Dave still out in front. He hasn't shown too much of this race, but has shown it towards the end of the race. Now, Ray and Oda go up and over with 8 to go. No caution will get called, even though it's 2 cars. For some reason, Dylan doesn't throw the caution. I think one of them saved it somehow. Is now Smile, side by side with Dave. Both of them looking to get a race win in their first official D1 races this season. Iron now to the inside. Rover as well, trying to make a move. Dega gets to his left rear and almost turns him down the track. Is now Smile in the lead right now with Dave behind. You know Dave is going to try and push him out front and get to the inside, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to wall him, actually. Smile is going to go back down the order a little bit, but stay in second somehow. Iron stranded on the outside. Is now Rover finally up here at the front of the pack. Hasn't seen it a lot this race. Dega now to his inside. We're all going to get single file. A huge push incoming to the lead is Dave trying to fend off Smile. I get to the inside of Smile. Is now Dave has 2 Fords in his rearview mirror, even 3 if you look further back. Is now Rover's going to give me enough of a push to get to the inside of the 18. He's going to keep pushing me through the corner. He's trying to brake so that I don't get pushed too wide up the track, is now he is going to help me a little bit, but gets forced to the outside. I will now have Iron pushing me, and you know he's going to try and make a move. He immediately does. Me and Rover out front, somehow controlling the lines. Smile getting stuck behind Iron right now. Is still 2x2 behind me. Is now they get into it a little bit. They're now 3 wide. Smile to the inside. He's eventually going to gain multiple positions from this. Rover sends the 18 up the track. Is now all 3 Fords are up at the front with a Toyota and a Chevy somewhere. Smile getting pushed by his teammate of Rover. They're trying to get to the lead right now. One of them winning is a huge goal for ECR. It'd be their first win. Is now Rover goes around. He's going to catch some air, somehow save it. But there goes his hopes, most likely. It's now Little Dave to the inside of the 36. He's trying to make a move. It's now I send it deep into the corner. I'm going to get past the 18. Now I'm to the lead. I'm going to give the draft to the 36, try and get him clear of the 18. It works. Now the 18 will push him to the inside. They have more things happen. The 18 goes up into the 36. They're 4 wide for a sec behind. Now me and the 36 get pushed down by the 18 once again. For the second time in the race. 2 laps to go. Smile going through the pit lane. Little Dave goes around and he's going to go up and over the 20, I think, saves it eventually. But the 18 is now most likely done. He is still back there somewhere. But the 36 now leading. I'm just going to push him as much as I can, but I accidentally get to the inside. The 19 and the 24 have now caught right back up. Here we go. Final lap. White flag is going to wave here at Vegas. No more cautions. The 19 to the inside of the 36. Me and the 24 looking to pounce on a mistake from either of them. The 19 puts the 36 up the track, but they're going to stay side by side down the back straightaway. I'm looking to try and get Smile a win. The 24 goes to the inside. Now, they're 3 right through the corner. Dega puts the 24 up the track, puts everyone in the wall. He's going to get to the lead. The 24 into the wall. Dega is going to come around to win his second race of Season 7, looking like a veteran driver trying to make one final push in his final season.